Hello.
Hi.
So today I'm going to ask you 20 random questions. Are you up for the challenge?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 1. When you looked at yourself in the mirror today, what was the first thing you thought?
I need a haircut.
That was very true. Hello, Daisy. Question number 2. What were you doing at midnight last night? Where were you?
I was in bed with you. We went to bed.
We didn't go to bed at midnight.
Yeah,
We went to bed at 1:30.
No, we were sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
We were watching TV.
Right.
One of those crappy housewife shows that you watch.
Probably.
Daisy, that's enough. I know what I smell like.
Okay, question number 3. What is a word that you say a lot?
Dude. And...
Fuck and shit. And...
No, actually.
Oh.
Dude. And dang it.
What is your current desktop picture? I see that you're a Mac user, sir.
It's Mary Elizabeth William. No, wait.
Some random chick.
No, it's the girl who plays Ramona from Scott Pilgrim vs. the World movie.
Oh, of course.
Her name is Mary Elizabeth Winstead. She's
And you
gorgeous.
think she's a hottie?
I do. I think she's gorgeous.
Okay, how old were you when you first got drunk? The very first time. How old were you? 4?
4 months after I turned 21, I officially got drunk.
Good job.
Legally.
Okay. Which Disney character do you like the best?
Goofy.
Because you are goofy. Yeah.
He's my hero growing up.
Okay, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Probably sushi.
Sushi. And if I cannot have sushi, it would have to be lasagna.
My lasagna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours is one of my favorites.
What is your favorite song at the moment?
Let me go ahead and go on iTunes. It'll be Yeah Yeah by Matt and Kim.
Okay. What is your favorite alcoholic drink? I'm a very bad camera person.
Scotch.
I apologize. What about the drink that you just had tonight? The little
that was actually
honey
really
thing.
good. It was the passion fruit lemonade thingy.
No, the honey one.
Oh, yeah. My new favorite is my Johnny Walker honey scotch. That's great.
No, it wasn't Johnny Rocker. Seagrams.
Oh, Seagram's?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was staring at the Johnny Walker when we grabbed it. It'll be Seagram's
Extra honey or something.
extra honey scotch. That's gorgeous.
Okay. Would you ever take someone back if they cheated on you?
At this point in my life, no. And if I did, someone should actually walk up to me and shoot me.
What would you say about your last ex? I am not asking you that question out of my
Do you
head.
qualify as my last ex? Because I don't think you do.
No, because we're together.
Yeah, so my last ex would be Edna, and she was possibly the most horrible human being on earth. She was not... My friend has this thing called a time vampire when a person wastes your time. She was like the ultimate time vampire, and she was also the wallet vampire. I would have to say that she was a fucking demon. She was the worst human being possible. Pure trash. 100% trash.
Alright. What is your biggest turnoff?
Body odor.
Ew.
And breath. Like bad breath.
That's gross.
I always do my best to actually have good body odor and good breath.
Good body odor?
Yeah,
you mean
like,
no body odor?
Yeah, well basically I make sure that I'm always smelling clean.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah, exactly. And like there's some women like at my work who you can smell them 2 or 3 people over, and it's just terrible.
Okay. What is the worst thing you have ever done to someone?
What's the category?
It just says that, babe.
Oh. I don't think I've done very many really, really horrible things to people. Maybe like the worst thing is
Not buying me ice cream every day of my life. That's the worst thing.
that is truly the most horrible thing. The worst thing I've ever done. It wasn't even by purpose. It was accidental. I was 12 years old. My friend Roland, we used to call him E.T. because when he was born he had a big head and bald. And he was running towards me, and I had just gotten this big, huge mountain bike, and the brakes weren't working right because we had just assembled it. And he jumped up because he thought he jumped in front of me with his legs open, thinking that I was going to stop and he was going to get on the handlebars and we were going to take off for a ride like we used to. I couldn't hit the brakes, and the big wheel of the front wheel of the mountain bike hit his crotch and ran him over crotch
Ow.
first.
You've actually hit your friend in the crotch before too.
Yeah, but
That's
that
pretty
was,
mean.
That was for fun.
But it still hurt, I'm sure.
Shit's in good.
Do you want more questions, or you want me to stop the video?
Go for more questions.
Okay. Do you enjoy your job? What would you do in life if money was not a concern?
If money was not a concern, I think it would be pretty obvious that I would run a hockey rink. I used to have that, and I consider that one of the best jobs I ever had because A, it was extremely fun, and you got to help out a lot of people, and you got to play free hockey, which is one of my favorite things, and also make a living. You got paid to be on the ice. How better can that be? Another job that I would love to have, and this might sound kind of funny, but I would love to be a librarian.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night person?
It depends what time I go to sleep.
You're a night person. There's no way you're a morning person.
If I don't get enough sleep, I'm going to be yawning all day. But if I get enough sleep, I will wake up at 8 in the morning like I did the other day and be all fully energetic and be like, I don't have anything to do till I have to go to work, so I went back to bed.
Okay. Is there anyone in the world that you love so much that you could give your life for them?
That would have to be you.
Aww.
Because of the fact that you left for about 2 years, and I can go ahead and say this and really mean it. I was the most miserable person you can ask any of my friends, and I was just miserable. Whenever I actually did start to like another girl, she wouldn't compare to you. When I started to try to ask girls on dates, they would say I was damaged goods because all I would keep fucking talking about was you. And
Aww.
not saying that you're the biggest cock block on earth, which is, it's not true. I could, easily have sex if I wanted to, and I did a few times, but when it came to, who was on my mind all the time, no matter how much you made me angry or I frustrated you as well, I would still have done anything to get back together with you, and now we're back together.
Happily.
And extremely.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. If you had the power to just utter a word and kill someone, no one would find out, and you would not be charged with a crime, would you do it?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a role model, someone that you want to emulate? Whom do you admire the most?
Growing up, I never really got along with my dad, and but he was also someone that I did look up to because my dad might have not been a good husband to my mom, and he might have not been like the greatest parent ever, but only one thing kept him motivated, and it was to motivate us to do good in school or end up working a full-time job, busting his ass, grinding down his bones like he does for the rest of his life, just to make sure that we went to school and we were able to do something and work hard and got an education for the rest of our lives.
Very nice.
And also maybe Red Foreman from that 70s show because he's a hard ass and he's kind of like my dad, but my dad doesn't threaten to kick your ass.
If you won $1 million in the lottery, what would you do with it?
I would buy you a car. I would buy my dad someplace that he can live without having to live where he's at now. I would buy ourselves a house, invest a couple $1,000s of it, and start a college fund for our future kids, and buy another property maybe somewhere in another country so we could have a vacation spot, and then save the rest for whatever we need in our lives.
What is your favorite comic book character? What do you like about him or her?
It would have to be a combination of Garfield on his own and Calvin and Hobbes. I actually have a tattoo of Hobbes on my knee, and the rest of the tattoos yet to be developed because I haven't gone to a tattoo parlor. But it's supposed to be like Hobbs, and then we're gonna build a couch, we're in front of Hobbs, so he's hiding behind the couch with Calvin sitting on it as he's about to pounce on him.
Oh, that's why there's a little line. Oh, neat.
Hmm.
Well, we should get that done.
Yeah, I didn't have time. We only had like 6 hours before I got called to come back to Arizona.
We like tattoos in this family. We both have tattoos. Here's one of my tattoos.
I have funky tattoos.
I have nice tattoos.
I have the word "hi" inside of my finger where you can't really see it. I have a smiley face to go with the two moles. I have a really big circular smiley face with like the eyebrow going up on my left knee.
Where's the weirdest place you have a mole?
My earlobe.
What body part do you wash first?
My hands and then my face. Are you talking about in the shower?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the shower I immediately wash my hands.
Do you parallel park or drive around the block?
I parallel park. I'm really, really good at that.
Have you ever had 2 dates in one night?
Yes.
How many times have you been cussed out?
By who?
Anyone?
Anyone? And how many times in one day?
In your life?
In my life, I've been cursed out,
Wow.
not including my work because that's not personal. I would say about a good 20 times maybe.
Probably by me a lot.
You're about 5 of those a lifetime, but I'm an instigator. I make people angry.
Yes, he does. Have you ever been to a gay bar?
Yes, multiple times. But actually, I don't think I'm good looking. As a matter of fact, I'm a fatty, but gay people seem to think I'm attractive and friendly, so they try to fill me up with alcohol.
Is there something that all of your love interests have in common? Besides being all women? They all have had dark hair.
No, I dated blondes for like 6 years straight.
Oh.
I didn't go to dark hair until 2006.
When you got brains.
Yeah. Plus they weren't as whorish when I went over, so.
When you went over to the dark side.
When I went over to the darker haired people, it turns out that the darker haired girls were not as whorish. For the main part of my life, I've dated only white women except once, and that was the biggest mistake of my life, so most of them have had green eyes, and you're the only one with blue eyes.
If you had to choose to not ever wash your bed sheets again or not wash your bath towel again, which one would you choose?
Bath towel.
Yeah.
Because you use that to dry off your already clean body, and if you hang it out to dry, the germs are not going to stay alive.
Have you ever peeked in the opposite sex's locker room?
No, because a girl grabbed my hand and took me in there and showed me the whole tour.
Name something you do when you're alone that you wouldn't do in front of others.
Talk to myself out loud while I'm trying to process thoughts and situations of things that I'm about to do.
Have you ever caught a girl farting while on a date with you?
Yes! It was hilarious. Oh my god. Can I tell the story?
Me? It's about me?
No, you've never done that. This
Oh.
is a different girl.
I thought you were telling a story about me. I was like, I don't remember that.
No,
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
This was about 4
And this will be our conclusion story.
This would be about 4 years ago. I took this girl out, and we were at a restaurant. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. I think it might have been Chick-fil-A. And she just wanted
Rolling fancy, babe.
No, that's the place that she picked. I actually wanted to take her to Black Angus because I was like suited, booted, ready to go, and like something nice. And she just wanted a fucking Chick-fil-A sandwich, which pissed me off. Anyway, so we went. We're having fun. We're talking, and then she kind of does this thing like that. And I look at her and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And she's like, "Nothing." "Hey, can you go get me some ketchup?" And I'm like, "No, go get it yourself." And just kind of joked around, and the smell started hitting me.
That's gross.
Yeah, so I kind of looked at her and I'm like, "Did you just fart?" And she's like, "No, did you just fart?" If I farted, you would know it, and I would tell you, and it would be loud. And she's like, "You're not going to tell anyone, are you?" "Well, I am now, Julia."
Whoa, so messed up. Well, good night.
Good night.